Greetings and salutations, everyone. I hope everyone is still doing well, and welcome to today's bonus. Before we jump into it, a couple links. As many of you know, I rely on Patreon, PayPal, channel membership, and the merch to help the channel to continue to grow and go. Links to Patreon, PayPal, and channel membership is in the description below. Merch displayed directly under the video. Also, Dogman Frightening Encounters, Volume 1 through 3, the audiobook versions. They were written and researched by Tom Lyons, narrated and produced by me, Jeff Nadolny. Those audiobooks are available on Audible, Amazon, and iTunes, links to which are also in the description as well. And finally, last but definitely not least, if you'd really like to help support the channel to continue to grow and go, simply subscribe. It doesn't cost you a cent. Click that like button, takes half a second. If you don't want to miss out on any of the informative uploads I put out daily, click that bell icon, and folks, please leave a comment. Why? Well, because all these things really do help this channel to continue to grow and go, and yes, folks, they do matter. Now, everyone, I've taken far too much of your time. Let's jump in to today's bonus, shall we? Alright guys, so last night, one of last night's bonus uploads was a kind of reintroduction to who Luke was and is, Taylor, Mississippi, 5 generations of torment by Dogman. In the near future, I will be having him on, but I just wanted to kind of reintroduce everyone to him. In this interview, he and I discuss a little bit about how the government reacts to people when they have dealings with these creatures, how there is a kind of area of travel through Taylor, Mississippi, and when and quite possibly why these creatures react and strike out. He has noticed kind of like a time period when these creatures are in Taylor and when they are not, and when they are more aggressive and when they are not. So the reintroduction is because in the next couple of weeks I will be having him back on. As many of you know, my dad has been sick, so I have not been very diligent about my emails. Well, today I have dedicated the most of my day to go through all of my emails and reach out to people and get a whole bunch of people to do interviews with, Luke being one of them. One person that I'm very interested to talk to in the near future is William Cooper, Behold the Pale Horse, former naval intelligence. He had a newspaper, and the cartoonist that worked with Bill Cooper reached out to me. I was blown away because, you know, I still am a small channel, I feel. The view-wise, I'm really not. I have almost 26 million views with 60,000 subs. But he reached out because I've been talking about Bill Cooper. He is an American treasure. And if you've never heard of him, I suggest looking into him and finding the book, Behold the Pale Horse. It's an eye-opening book. But anyway, I've been diligently checking and replying to emails today. So with that, let's jump into this interview. All right, everybody. I was able to get in touch with Luke. He had to take some medicine, which kind of knocked him out. We've all been waiting to hear and saying prayers for Luke. So, Luke, how are you, my friend?
Hey guys, I have better days, but I want to thank everybody for their prayers. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit horrible right now. I'm still not like 100% myself. I'm still a little like But I use for my medicine that I have to take. So, but I am doing well. I can't eat regular food right now. I'm eating like puree stuff and mashed potatoes, but that's only for a few weeks. I want to thank everybody for your prayers. That really did help because it's been a real tough year for me. So as you can see, and thank you guys.
No, thank you. Thank you for sharing everything that you have with us and putting yourself out there. I appreciate it. And the only thing we can do is say prayers for you.
Thank you. And my wife appreciate the prayers too.
So, last time we talked to you, things had kind of quieted down, but not really. The people were lurking around your property. What happened? What transpired to put you into this predicament that you're in right now?
All right, so as y'all know that pretty much my property, or pretty much Taylor, Mississippi, a lot of towns in Mississippi are hot spots. Not hot spots, but just like well traversed for these walking wolves. So pretty much like what I did was I went out actually a few days ago prior to my incident. I went to go buy some trail cams because I was going to put them on like every square inch of my property. I had a few of them, so I wanted to get some like shots so I could actually send them into you and you can see the areas. I just like my house area so people won't figure out where I live, but I was going to show like I was going to place it like around a dead area, this, that, and third. So pretty much what happened was, so I bought a couple of the trail cams. So I was walking my property to find the best areas for some footage at the time for the subscribers. It was pretty much during the day. Like, the chances of people running into these walking wolves during the day is like 15%. But I guess for me, on the other hand, it's like 85%.
Right.
So as I was walking, I heard something in the brush about 100 yards away. So I pulled my phone out to zoom in and got a lock on it. As I was focusing, I saw something creeping up. And it was about 50 yards away. Actually, no, it was about 100 yards away in the brush. So when I zoomed on it, I happened to see it was one of those walking wolves. Excuse me. So when I saw what it was, I saw that it was focusing on something else. So what I did was I crept up on it. So I got about 60 yards of it to see what it was hunting. And I saw this young kid, had to be like in his mid-20s in a polo shirt and khaki pants and what appears to be like a badge on his belt clip. And at the time, the kid looked extremely nervous, like it was his first day on the job. And he had no idea what he signed up for. Then it dawned on me he was kibbles and bits for this hungry wolf. So I yelled, "You are being hunted, don't move." So guess what the kid does? He moves, trying to reach for his gun, forcing me to pull out my handgun and firing shots in the direction of the wolf, because it was charging him. And then I guess once I let off the shot, it beeline for me instead. And then I told the kid, "Don't shoot it," because I was waiting for it to get close enough to try to get a kill shot. So again, the kid didn't listen. He fires a few rounds. One of it ended up hitting me in my mid-ribs and my stomach. And this thing is about 20 yards from me. And it trips, causing me to break its fall. As we fall off to a ditch, was like about 4 feet high. I believe I hit my head on a rock. So that's pretty much like how my injuries occurred. So from that thing that he was trying to kill me. Nah, he wasn't trying to kill me, but he was a little bit reckless with it.
Right. So was that the first one that you've seen in a while on the property?
Yes. I'm gonna get into that, Joe, because yes, after I got discharged, there was a lot of things that happened actually. So I'm gonna tell you how with the whole was that the gun runner charges and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm about to tell you all about that. So after after being discharged, I met up with the kid supervisor, and he was on the job. He tried to contact me. So pretty much what happened was I met with the kid supervisor, and the kid's job was to contact me, and I asked them, can they survey a certain area of my property for a couple of weeks, telling me it's the largest herd of so-called bears that they ever migrated this way, and they wanted to keep civilians from running into them. He also wanted to apologize for everything that happened when he saw his agent. When his agent saw me, he thought I was dead, bleeding from multiple areas, not knowing I was unconscious from the impact. So they ran a story of a gun runner to cover up their tracks, which they said would drop due to insignificant evidence. So what they did was they made the story, and then they was going to drop it later just to cover why they were there and stuff like that. They say these ones are extremely aggressive, and I should stay clear of them. Then I was offered a settlement for like $150,000, and they thanked me for saving an agent. While I was under the hospital, while I was in the hospital, like I was, you know, when you're unconscious, you can still hear things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much, I heard what I believe was like hospital staff and like maybe one of those agents talking, and which leads me to believe that these people have like hospital staffs or medical staffs in a lot of hospitals to monitor certain things, like as far as like certain incidents, whether it's like certain kind of animal attack, this, that, or the third. So they don't. It's weird because I heard them like it was like, I don't remember it per se though, but it was like a trigger word that made me think that they work with them. But that's pretty much what's going on with me in this. So I did give them permission to go to be on my property for the time being. So like they gave me this I have this paperwork. I read through it. It's like
so that one walking wolf that you saw, there's apparently more. Are they using the den on your property? Do you know about if they're using that? Because, I mean,
the area that they're going to be in is the area where the den is. So I'm pretty sure what they're going to do, if they haven't done it already, is like maybe set up a trap or set up some kind of surveillance area. They might try to. I don't know if they're still doing a program, if they're going to capture them or eliminate them. But at the time, they figured, since like they got a few reports over the years that they've been like my property runs into like straight into the woods and stuff like that. So they have to cross my property to get to the other side.
Right. Right.
So they figured that would be the best spot, due to the fact that the curiosity of these walking bulls, is 9 times out of 10 they might stop on my property. I do have surveillance cameras up around my house and certain measures and stuff like that. Somebody told me to put a 6-foot fence. I laughed at them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, just put a 6-foot fence. I'm like, you aware how high these things can jump? So pretty much, the government, not only are they able to use the news to cover up stuff, but they have employees in different places working for them to help cover up, which would be a hospital. I'm imagining police stations, places where if an encounter happens, it's easy to cover up with their own staff. So yeah, just think about it. All right, say somebody gets into an accident, supposed to unidentified animal attack, this and that, and then the wounds that they feel they've never seen it before. So what do people can do? Because I've seen this happen. they could just erase, they could take care of the patient, treat them, send them home, come back to pay a bill. There is no bill because she was never here.
Right.
Record showed that she was never there. And it's just a click of a button.
That's
so
absolutely crazy. I'm so glad that you're okay. When I got the email from your wife, none of it made sense, and with the gun running and this and that, the illegal stuff that was going on, I was like, this does not make any sense. And then you emailed me maybe I got 3 emails from your wife, and then a week later, I'd say, I got the email from you saying you're okay. You'll explain things, and now this makes sense because everyone was like, illegal gun running, what the hell, warrants, and it was so bizarre, and now it makes sense.
Let me tell you something about the warrants, though. That's one thing I forgot. I talked about the warrant show. Even though they did the illegal gun running as a cover-up, they still got warrants because they was looking for specific things that they believed I had on my property that was contained in these walking bullets.
Okay.
And I believe they did get certain things that I actually had hidden because they had to search the house, but they didn't, like you said, they didn't find no weapons or everything was registered. But like certain things, evidence, pictures, such and such, like things that I had sent you prior, that they have that.
Okay. All right. So they were covering their ass on all the angles, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And before my dad realized what was happening, they was in and out. They got what they wanted. It was gone.
Yeah.
Because my wife had told my dad, like, hold up, no, that's not what's gonna happen. But by that time, it was too late. They did what they was gonna do. So I was gonna bring that up. How am I gonna? I can't prove it.
Yep.
I can't prove it. It's not mine. And even I could, they'll make it disappear, make me look crazy. So I was like, you know what? I gotta have plenty of chances to get more.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why. So.
Wow, I can't even. How are you feeling though? Are you feeling all right? How's you got? How many broken ribs?
I'm sorry.
How many ribs? I mean, so you got some rib damage, concussion.
Concussion, a hole in my stomach.
Jeez, crow. Well, I can let you know, and I'm sure that you've saw the comments that a lot of people were saying prayers for you and keeping their fingers crossed. Since day one, when you sent me your first encounter, you've been part of this family on this channel, and then the very first interview, I think you connected with a lot of people because they could hear the honesty and how good of a guy you are. So I appreciate that too, and I'll keep you in my prayers for ever, probably. So
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I do want to tell you and the listeners one thing though. Y'all might think I'm crazy for what I'm about to say though, but me and my dad do plan on taking a trip back to Georgia mountains. Just me and him.
Yeah, just to go see the old guy there, see if he's all right.
Yeah, I have to see if they were a traitor or not, or it's just his personality now.
Yeah.
So it's me. I just can't leave that alone. I'm sorry. So they were like,
yeah.
It was like, what if you run into this? At the end of the day, right now, I know the general area that he's supposedly in. So I'm gonna get as close to that area as possible. And these like I said in past interview, if there's probably one on every section of it, they won't cross each other's territory.
Right.
They won't. So.
Wow. Yeah, well, when you do go there, keep us in in the loop, because I'd certainly like to know how that trip came out.
In the loop, I got a GoPro. I'm about to record everything.
That would be amazing. That would be truly amazing. We plan on doing that this fall when you're healed up, or next spring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, this fall. I'm trying to get there before it gets really, really cold and stuff like that.
Yeah. Just make sure you're healed
they
up.
don't stay there too long. Yeah.
Now, since you've been home,
They don't stay there.
since you've been home, has there been any walking wolves, any sightings, and nothing? It's just been quiet now.
Yeah, it's been quiet.
Good.
Plus, these people are already on my property, so they're doing their things. You see a couple of blacked out SUVs and things like that. So
Yeah.
I mean, yes, at the end of the day, they sound. This guy sounded really concerned about what's coming. Supposedly this before. So I'm the most I ever see during their migratory periods, maybe 5 or 6, and he said it's way more than that, way more than that. Joe, it's he said it's something is going on with them, that they're all literally ganging together.
You know,
so I don't know. It's I'm sorry.
I was thinking about that when you had just said that there were a lot of them, more than they've normally seen. Just recently, I don't know if you heard the episode where the gentleman reached out from Pennsylvania, where he had shot one in the face.
Yeah.
Now, he said there was multiple ones in the woods that they could hear. And then another subscriber of mine from Virginia just shared that a lot of the animals that were missing are coming back, and bear is coming back, and so the bear are coming off the mountain, which would be going toward your way.
Yeah.
It seems like they're going south for some reason, and I hope they're able to stop whatever's going on, because there's been a lot of sightings on the southeast.
Yeah, there's a lot of fighting, a lot of chaos.
Yeah, I just hope there's no more attacks.
I know. I wanted to speak on the guy in Pennsylvania. When he did that howl, he has to be careful, man. He's been marked by them because he got the strongest scent on him. He got the scent of the blood on him. They could track him for hundreds of miles with that scent alone. So I'm about 100% sure that they know where he lives right now. So he needs to be careful at all costs. And that's why I feel like those agents are staying at his property or just watching him, because they know what's about to go down. So they're trying to catch them before it does go down. Because that's the worst thing. Because if you hurt, like my situation, if you hurt one of them, and the only thing I did was get my scent on their property or their den or whatever, and they was able to track me to my house. So imagine a scent of a blood scent of a walking wolf. How strong and potent that is. They could track that for hundreds of miles, man.
Yeah.
No matter where you go.
That's a great observation, man. That's a good observation. Thank you. That makes a lot more sense than them just hanging out because he reached out to me. They washed his truck and washed his trailer down, but like you just said, he has the blood on his clothes. He's marked, like it's there, and that's.
The howl was a sound off.
Yeah.
So when he said the howl, there's only a few other times when I heard a howl like that from multiple areas, and that's when it was like, all right, you're marked. We might not come for you today, tomorrow, but we're going to be watching you and find out when your weak points are, and they will attack them. I'm hoping that the people that are camping catches them before they do. But he needs to stay careful and keep a gun with him at all times, because when I heard that story, I got chills, man.
Yeah, he's got his 40,
I got chills.
He's got his 45 with him every day. He should probably.
Yeah,
I think he talked to that agent and he said that he had a 10 millimeter, so I think he's probably going to upgrade. Just from, like I said, I've not communicated with him since the last email he sent me, but just going off of what he said, he seems like an intelligent guy. He seems like he's asking the right questions. Hey, what kind of, to an agent that deals with these things, well, what kind of pistol do you have? And so
that's smart.
hopefully nothing happens to the guy. I know that he's scared, that he thinks the agents are looking to hurt him, and he's a young guy
The
like
agents
us.
don't want nothing to do with him. They don't want nothing to do with him.
Right.
The worst thing they'll do is try to scare you a little bit, Joe, but they will not put no hands on you.
Right.
And they could avoid that at all costs, Joe.
Yep.
But right now, what they want, because, you got to think about it, Joe. Because he killed one of them walking bulls. It's blood's all over him. Then you heard how they saw him. They smelled it on him. And that scent, they use scent, like certain kind of scent to find their pack mate. So when you have their blood, the strongest scent of an animal is their blood, and they can track that. And just for knowing that those people around was what caused that, and then he's not too far from the area that it's happened. Them things, they travel. And the scent of blood can stay in the air, depending on like where it is, how it's traveled for days. We can't smell blood, but they can.
Right.
So right now, it's not that they want to scare him. They're literally. I'm not too big on the age and stuff like that, because I think some of them do shady stuff though. But in his case, they have a feeling that there's going to have some kind of retaliation. Because I've seen it happen before. It happened to me. It happened in my whole family, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
absolutely, you of all people would know. Your family has been tormented by these things for generations. So, well,
yeah, man. I'm like, honestly though, back to the story ahead. If that young agent didn't like do what he did and just listen, Joe, both would have just walked out in unharmed. But he was new at the job. He almost cost me my life and his. My thing is, I'm lucky that the freaking thing tripped, Joe. I'm sorry, but it's not a funny matter though. Being shot, it's twice. I've just seen something that's supposedly charging you just suddenly falls and start tumbling towards you. But I think it was like some kind of like one of the roots were up from where it was running.
Right. So it just tumbled over.
Yeah, it tumbled over. It was comical, man. One day, when I do look back at it, I will laugh, but not right now because it hurts like hell.
So, how long does the doctor say that you'll be down and out?
Honestly, I'm supposed to be out for like at least about a month and a half, but I think I'll be well back in it a lot sooner because I'm stubborn as hell. I don't like being told that I can't do nothing because I'm just going to do it anyway.
Yeah, you're definitely. Just from the little bit of time that I've known you, I know that you're not out for the count. You need a little break, and then you're gonna go back swinging.
Yeah, full swinging. But I'm gonna try. Once I get like up to it, I'm gonna start setting up the trail cams. But I'm gonna keep it away from the area because supposedly they're earlier supposed to be like top secret and shit like that. So another thing is, they have some kind of disruptor up. Like every time I try to take an image or something, I don't know. It doesn't capture the image. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm figuring that they got some kind of disruptor up, signal interference or something.
Huh? That's crazy. Just so you can't take pictures or communicate. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I can take the pictures. I just can't send them.
Right. So,
So,
I really appreciate you contacting me. I'm sorry that I really felt bad at 3 because I was like, oh man, I have this thing to do. And then I was like, 4, I was really worried about you at 4 when I texted you. And then I gave you a call and I didn't hear from you. I was like, I hope he's okay. I really do. You know, and
oh, that was alright. I took my medicine, had me sleeping like a baby. I'm sorry, but
no.
I woke up like, oh shit. I was supposed to do it to you like about a few hours ago.
Oh, it's fine. I was just worried about your physical well-being, you know. So, I mean, an interview can wait. So, well, all right,
brother. Let me tell you one thing. They gave me a wheelchair.
They're fun, aren't they? They're fun.
Ask my wife if I'm using that wheelchair.
Huh.
I should say in the corner somewhere. Like,
yeah.
I'm not. Oh, and you gotta take it easy. You don't want to tear your stitches. I'm like, yo, I've been stitched up before. This ain't nothing new to me. The last time I got shot is when I first got a gun. I shot myself in the foot. That shit was funny. That shit was funny. That shit hurt like hell, but I was laughing. But they was like, how the hell you shoot yourself in the foot?
Yeah. So,
so.
I'm glad you're doing good. You've got my number. We've got emails. Thank your wife, please, for reaching out to me and letting us know everything. When I got the email, I was shocked. I was just like, what the hell is going on, you know? And I'm just so glad that we knew you were okay at the end of it all. And so...
I know you're right. I was like thinking to myself, like, yeah, definitely. I was like, hey, this man came through out of trouble, yo. He always get. I was like, oh my God, this shit follows me everywhere I go, man.
Yeah, none of it made sense. Like, she reached out to me, and it was a text or an email. I'm not really sure. I think it was a text, just saying, "This is Luke's wife. Don't call him. I've got to turn his phone over to him. He's in the hospital. I'll email you something. I'll email you more news later." And I'm just like, what the is going on? Like, just like, holy cow.
Yeah, that thing threw me for a loop, too. Like, yo, another thing that you just brought up, yo, when I talked to the guy, none of them asked for my phone. Somebody else asked for the phone. And I don't know who it was, because he swore up and down it wasn't his guys.
Wow. Probably someone.
The only place he went. So, did you get the pictures that I sent you?
I got the picture of the den. That's all that I got today.
No, I sent you. I actually sent you some actual pictures. I took a couple pictures of what I saw that day before I got injured.
No, I didn't get any of the pictures.
So, yeah, that was that. Actually, no. Go back into. I'm sorry. My wife sent those pictures. She told me she sent you those pictures.
No, I didn't get any pictures.
I'll try resending them again, but that was what attacked us, or me, pretty much.
Right.
So I'll resend those pictures for you, because I took before I got up close to it, because I used the camera to zoom in, so when I was able to get a sight of it, I took a few pictures, and then I switched to audio right before I went inside a little dark area. But, yeah.
All right, well, I look forward to seeing them, but, yeah, that'll be crazy. So, the kid is okay, too, though?
I'm sorry?
The kid, the young agent, he's okay?
Oh, he's shipping up. I think he's on desk duty for now.
Yeah, I betcha.
Because I'm like, yo, because think about it, you shot 2 civilians.
Yeah.
You shot a civilian twice on the still film, and then you failed your mission. And you almost got yourself killed. So if he wasn't on desk duty, oh, man, I don't know. But right now, I'm just waiting for that element to come in.
Well, I hope it comes in fast for you, because you definitely deserve it. You and your family have been through enough with these things, and, you know, I've few people that I've talked to are just like, I don't know how Luke can stay on the land that he's staying on, and I'm like, well, it's his family's property. He's been in his, in his family for generations. He's not gonna let it go, and so you guys definitely deserve some compensation for the crap you've been through.
And for the most part, other than those few instances, yo, when they come through, they just come through. They'll peek through a window here and there, though. But they don't really bother. They don't really bother us. It's like, yo, at the end of the day, yo, I don't want to say that I'm used to them. I'm like complacent with them, if that makes sense.
Right.
And for the big part, yo, it's like, yo, you don't bother me, I won't shoot you. Because everywhere, yo, even, yo, I'm sorry to say, yo, everybody in my family carries weapons. Everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody.
Well, it's your Second Amendment right, brother. It's your Second Amendment right. Me and you, we've talked many times, and you know where I stand on the Second Amendment, so.
I agree. But yeah, if you can get word to that guy from Pennsylvania, just tell him to watch his back, and if you can, just put up some spotlights.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually email him. I'm hoping that he had like a burner email set up. I'm hoping that he kept it and that he's checking it periodically. Or if he just listens.
Leave him a message on your channel, because I'm pretty sure he listens to the channel. So and then he'll find a way to get in contact with you if need be.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, and if he doesn't have the email, he's gonna hear. Hopefully, he'll hear this, and maybe it'll make some sense to him. Like, hey, I better be a little more careful, and maybe try to approach one of the agents and say, hey, what the hell's going on? Is my family safe?
I don't know if they'll disclose that, depending on who he talks to, if the person is cool or not.
Right.
But they're there, though. They're there not because of him. They're there because of him, but they're there mainly to stop a problem from occurring.
Yep, that's absolutely right.
Pretty much, when they beat them, they got them. Because them people will be stationed there for a while, actually, before they leave. So.
Yeah, I bet you. Yeah, for a good couple of months at least. 6 months, maybe.
Yeah.
Or at least until they can, if they can figure out if he is getting tracked, if they can take it out before it, sets any.
Yeah.
So. Well, all right, brother. I'm running out of time on recording, and I want to get you to get some rest. Luke, it's always a pleasure having you on the channel. It's a pleasure just shooting the shit with you, so you're going to be in my prayers, and I'm probably 14,000 other people's prayers, so
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you, every one of y'all.
All right, brother. Well, I'm going to say goodnight to you, and if you need anything, give me a holler or send me an email, all right?
Yeah, once I get everything up and going with these trail cams and then my trip, I'll definitely keep y'all posted.
Definitely. All right. Please don't send the pictures either. Luke, you're breaking up. Luke, your phone just did some weird stuff, buddy. There's an echo. It's really staticky right now.
I'm sorry, man.
That's all right. It's not your fault, buddy. Are you there?
You can hear me?
It's like a really weird echo. It's not picking up. It's not going to pick up on the mic.
Can you hear me?
Yep, that's better. Hello?
All right, good. Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
That's all
right.
right.
Yeah, I was saying that pretty soon I'm trying to get y'all some like undisputable footage and proof and things like that, yo. For all the listeners who want to know what a real one looks like and see a real one, I will be working to get that for you, but from a safe distance, of course. So,
all right, buddy.
Once I get back on my feet and stuff like that, me, my dad, and a couple of friends, and hopefully these game cam, because these things cost hell of money.
Yeah.
To take some good shots. Because I'm going to place, once I'm able to, I'm going to place, once these guys leave, after a couple of weeks, I'm going to place them around the den area. Because I think they are migrating now. And I think that was the first one. I think that one was what do you call one that's like been kicked out of the herd or something like that? I forgot. That's one of those.
What the heck do they call them?
That's one of those, and it wasn't that big either.
Right.
I think that one might have been a juvenile.
Or he could have been one of the ones to, come in first to check. Yeah, scout. Yep.
The scout.
Yep. So. All right, brother. Well, I am almost out of recording time. And I know I'm actually worried about you. I want you to get some rest. So,
thank you.
Thank you very much for coming on. And you got a couple last words for everybody?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for your prayers. It really means a lot to me. I honestly think that's what helped me get through this tough time. And everybody just stay safe, yo. Watch your backs. If something doesn't seem right, yo, trust your instincts, man. Your instincts would never steer you wrong. God gave us instincts for a reason, so use them.
That's right. All right, brother. Have a good night, and God bless.
All right, you too. Bye.
All right, guys. A lot of great information right there. Luke is truly a good friend of mine. I can't wait to have him back on. I'm saddened by the announcement of his dad's passing. I really wanted to have his dad on the show and discuss that generation of family members going through this experience with Dogman. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. You guys are what makes this channel continue to grow and go, and what makes it so special, and it is truly appreciated. I cannot thank you all enough for the support. Everyone, please stay safe, happy, healthy, and ever vigilant, keeping an eye on our children, our pets, our family, and friends. These creatures are real. They are out there, and they are dangerous. Share this information with the people you love and care about, and it may just help save their lives someday. Until next time, never stop asking questions, never stop searching for the truth, and God bless.